Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nuzulia Prastiti and my student ID is A1B023070. Today, I will give you my presentation about an article called The Relevance of Literary Analysis to Teaching Literature in the EFL Classroom. This article was made by Trong T. Mai Phan and it discusses the significance of incorporating literary analysis into English as a foreign language or EFL education. The data collected on this article come from the university student in Vietnam. The method used on this article is qualitative analysis, descriptive framework, and contextual relevance. First, this article talks about the importance of literature in EFL education. There are language development, cultural awareness, and student-centered learning. By engaging with literature, students can enhance their English language skill through exposure to rich vocabulary, dialogues, and prose. Literature can also foster cultural understanding and critical thinking about various themes and characters. Activities based on literature align with communicative language teaching or CLT principle, so it's promoting interaction and engagement. Next, the article talks about the challenges in teaching literature. First, teacher preparation. EFL teaching training focus heavily on methodology, so sometimes it neglecting literary analysis. Second, text complexity. It's easy to find difficult syntax and vocabulary in classic texts. And heavy cultural and historical reference can be very unfamiliar to new learners. Last, student engagement. Traditional teaching methods often make literature seem irrelevant or inaccessible. Now we came to the main part of this article, finding and discussion. The author found 6 prominent approaches to literary analysis. The first is neocriticism. Neocriticism focuses solely on the text, disregarding the authorial intent and reader response. The strength of this approach is it encourages detailed text analysis, but the weaknesses it ignores readers' experience and social context. It also creates a passive learning environment. Second, structuralism. Structuralism examines literature within a broader system of framework, emphasizing objectivity. The strength of this approach is it provides systematic analysis, but the weakness is overly mechanical and detached from personal meaning. Third, stylistic. Stylistic analyzes language features to enhance sensitivity to literature. The strength of this approach is it develops sensitivity to literary styles and registers, but the weakness it requires strong teacher guidance. It also can confuse learners with abstract structures. Fourth, reader response. Reader response emphasizes the reader's roles and personal experience in interpreting the text. The strength of this approach is its increased engagement and motivation, but the weaknesses it's full of risk of misinterpretation, and cultural barriers may affect the responses. Fifth, language-based approach. Language-based approach focus on the language used in literature to improve linguistic competence. The strength of this approach is it's practical for EFL learners and support interactive and collaborative activities. But the weaknesses, it requires careful plannings and diverse activities. Last, critical literacy. Critical literacy links literature to social power and ideology. The strength of this approach is it promotes critical awareness of language. But the weaknesses is that this sensitive topic may alienate students. Cultural and political barriers in some societies can also be an adversity to use this approach. Now we came to the recommendation. The author gave a few recommendations on how to taught literature to EFL education. The first one is text selection. Choose works with appropriate language level and relatable themes, and avoid overly complex classics unless amplified or annotated. Next, interactive activities. Make group discussion to explore different interpretations of literature. Make them do reader theater and role playing to bring text to life, and also let them do creative rewriting or alternative ending to enhance comprehension. Last, blended approach. You can blend all of the approaches that were given in this article, like incorporate reader response for personal engagement and use language-based method for practical skill building. Now we came to the last session, the conclusion. Literature is a powerful tool for EFL teaching. When effectively used, it fosters language skills, critical thinking, and motivation. Teachers should plan activities to make literature accessible and engaging for all of the students. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Hope we see again some other time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.